Hey, welcome back everybody. We are now on to the second stage of the wiring and exhaust. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through some of the wiring, we're going to cut back some of the harness now that it works. We're going to fix some plugs. I'll show you some that are in really bad shape, stuff that was kind of touching together. And I purchased some new harnesses and things, so we're going to splice those in, get that buttoned up. We're going to make a new loom for the engine, tuck the wires back a little bit, and then we'll start moving on to the inside, as well as we need to finish welding the exhaust, get that going, and also bleed the brakes. So that's all in this video. Let's get started. Alright, so here's the exhaust out on the driveway. Pretty good, tacked it in place. Now we're going to finish weld all this. We've got some clamps here that are some hangers that we're going to put up on the differential, and then these sections here, I think I'm going to clamp those with some nice clamps. I'll show you what I'll use there, just so I can put them in as two pieces. And always make sure every time you go to weld, make sure you clean your steel with acetone. This exhaust system came with oil all in and outside of it to protect it from rusting. So here we are cleaning the pipes, rub-a-dub in the tub before we weld. Squat down and say a joke. Okay.
there's the back too. I don't know if you have enough time.
I got time.
You have time for a joke?
I got time for a joke. You got jokes?
I always have jokes.
Come on. Oh, that looks ugly.
Looks ugly? Is it because I'm making you rush?
No. I have to do 2 coats anyway, so
Okay.
good to get a coat on and dry.
Yeah. Why should you never play poker in the jungle?
Play poker in the jungle.
Yeah.
Did I get this right?
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Poker in the jungle. Because there's too many trees?
Because it's full of cheetahs.
I like that one. Full of them cheetahs.
Although, to be fair, I don't know if there are cheetahs in the jungle or if they're like in somewhere else.
There's cheetahs in the jungle, I think.
I think so. There you go.
Good?
Just get the top, yeah, a little top. There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just like you.
Aw, thanks.
Oh, there's a little spot on the back there.
Just get a covering,
Yeah.
and then I can mess around with it later. Oops. This should protect it for years and years and years. I think we should paint the ends silver or leave them black.
I like the black.
You like the black?
Yeah.
Well, I'll repaint them black.
Okay. Is this the same high temp paint that you used on the headers?
This is new stuff.
Oh, okay.
This stuff is $75 a can.
Wow.
But
You didn't use very much.
I know.
That's
You
good.
can paint an entire car with this.
If
If you wanted to.
you wanted to.
And here is the final product. We've used some high temp black paint for the tips. And this is now with 2 coats of paint of the POR 15 high temp paint. Here we have some exhaust flanges here. They're stainless as well, and they're kind of like a lap joint, which is going to allow me to connect the front and the back. The exhaust bung for the O2 sensor turned out really nice. And you can see the mounts here. They're going up to the differential. Overall, I'm pretty happy. It should last a long time. And moving right along here, we've got the battery box I bought off of Amazon. It was very nicely welded. Right here, we're going to try and figure out some kind of reinforcement because the battery does weigh quite a bit. So I'm just going to cut up some steel here and weld it on the back, get it reinforced, and we'll try and mount it on the car after while we wait for this paint to dry. Okay, so we've got it all painted up. Now we're going to install it on the car. I already put one side on and the muffler's on. Just let them dry overnight because there wasn't a whole lot of room in here. So we've got a nice bung here. I don't know why they call it a bung, but either way, pretty funny word. We're going to put the O2 sensor in. We're going to use some high temp anti-seize. Get that in there, and then we're going to slide this onto the car. And now the battery is mounted, finally. So we're gonna have to cut this video a little short. I'm running out of time. We have some big news coming and it's in the next video. We're gonna get onto some wiring. I have a week, 2 weeks, sorry, to get this thing running and up in the air so we can move it. And I'll tell you all about that in the next video. For now, let me show you what we did. So this is all nicely buttoned up. You got some wrinkle coat on there, looking pretty fly. We got some bolts here. We're gonna probably paint these black once all this stuff dries, but we kind of got some sealant all the way around and all that, so that looks great. We're gonna start moving some wiring back inside, and this spaghetti will go away. As you can see down here, it made quite a bit of a mess, but I've got some nice big gauge wires. I've got the amp wire sticking out here because we're gonna start running this now and get this wired up. I have to put a ground on the fuel pump, and we'll get to that as well. I picked up a couple of these from a V8 swap meet, and these will work out pretty good, adding some extra power at the front as well as some ground. So as you can see here, the battery is in, nice and clean. It will be nicely put up underneath the dashboard. Your feet will go under here. It should be just fine. This is a non-leaky battery, so I'm told by the manufacturer, so that's great. And the computer will go right here, cover this up, and the computer comes down about here, as well as the dashboard comes out. So dashboard comes out about, I don't know, maybe around this area. So I have lots of room for foot room, things like that. Also, I have received some mounts for the seats. So in another video, we're going to get those started. I have to get those painted, and then we're going to have to figure out some kind of mounting for the floor because they're a little short. So I opted for a little bit more of an angle to go up, and I'm hoping that that's going to allow the seat to kind of, bucket you in a little bit better. And then we'll move those to the back and get those mounted so we can take this thing out on the road. So I will put a link in the description to all the things I've used, all the wires, all the connections. All the parts and tools I bought from Amazon will be in the links below in the description. So thanks so much for watching. We will see you on the next one very soon. We have to get this thing moving as soon as possible. So make sure to like, subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Much more is coming. We have lots of big news coming. I don't want to overpromise, but it's amazing. So we'll see you on the next one. Take care.